Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and everything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. So this is an episode of Coffee with Kim, a way we like to start our day, ease into the day, and it's Friday, so we're going to bound into the day. So yes, I still sound like this, and I'm actually going to head to the doctor in a little while because I shouldn't still be sounding like this or feeling like this. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the doctor, but I wanted to record this ahead of time. I have something I am so proud of that I just got to show you. So you know how I've been making bags, right? Come on now. Are you kidding me? Check it out. I finished it, and I do have the pattern. I wrote it down. I am so in love with this bag. So these are handles from a purse that was really beat up, and I wasn't going to use it anymore. Here it is. Oh my goodness. I'm so in love with this bag. I know. I can't. And it's sturdy. I made sure that I sewed these on really well. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving this bag. So I will have, again, once my voice comes back and once I feel 100%, I have a bunch of tutorials to record and put up. I can't record them because I don't want to sound like this on my tutorials. So that's that. What else? I got some great pictures of my grandson yesterday. I can't share them yet because I haven't got the go ahead from my daughter. But apparently she has learned how to swaddle, which she told me she thought she'd never be able to do. And he has started using a pacifier. Wait till you guys see him. He's got these cheeks and they're just one. I can't wait to snuggle that baby. I need to stop being this so I can get in there and hold him. I swear, once I'm better and I can get in there and hold him, I'm going to hold him for 10 hours and I'm never putting him down. Maybe not 10. My arms might get tired, but you know. And speaking of him, so you guys know me well enough to know that the thing I was making for my grandson wasn't perfect and I didn't like it enough. The back was terrible. It was a mess. Of course, it was learning. So I learned a lot from this. Okay. I learned a lot of what not to do. I learned a lot of how to do things. So, of course, I started over and I now have the needle flopping all over. But I'm now going to do, this whole panel is going to be yellow with his name. And you'll notice I centered it. Haha, I figured it out. It wasn't pretty. I had total number of stitches, total number of squares that each letter took, and total number of squares together, and how many. Believe it or not, I think I used algebra, geometry. I used one of the maths that I thought I'd never use. I used on this because it had to be 44 stitches, and then I needed the same number on each end, which turned out to be 12. And then each letter had to be a certain number of stitches, and then there had to be 2 rows between each one. So I had to figure it all out, and I did. And I put it on here, and it's going to be so much better, and I'm so much happier with it. So I'm going to finish that. I think I might make each side a different color. So this one will be yellow, next one will be blue. So all better. Much, much better. It makes me happy. What else? Are you sick of my books from eBay yet? Sorry, I'm playing with this. I hope not, because guess what? As I've said with every single one of these, I think this is my last one. I'm really excited. Okay, so this one, Mice to Crochet for Christmas. Check them out. How stinking cute is that? Look at them on the ladder. I know that if I made those and put them on a ladder, excuse me, Fritz would probably carry them around the house. So I won't be putting them on the ladder. So this I'm really excited for. I can't wait to make these. Right? Look at those. They're beautiful. I love hangers like this anyway. So I can't wait to make those. But I have to wait because I'm making myself finish the project that I have before I start another one. So I have to finish this for my grandson and I have to finish that baby blanket. So I'm not allowing myself to start anything else until I finish those. Possibly. All right. And here's some crocheted mittens. Now let's talk about mittens for a minute. Mittens and gloves. I've made them. Okay. And for some reason, even if I follow the instructions, because obviously they change for left and right hand because of where the thumb has to be, I always end up making the same hand. And I swear that I change. See? I swear that I follow the directions for each hand, and it always ends up on the same side. So that's something I really have to work on. So hopefully this will solve that problem for me. All right, what's next? Dream catchers. I don't know. My sister likes dream catchers. My niece likes dream catchers, so I might make them a couple. This looks like, oh no, it was there. Yeah, so I don't mind this one. It wasn't the most exciting thing, but it actually looks like a lot of work. But they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different patterns for 5 different ones. And I do have feathers that I found on the beach, so I can incorporate them in them. So, all right, what's next? Here we go. Come on, do you love the things from the 60s and 70s? 76. Come on. I can totally see my one sister, Terry. I can totally see her wearing this when she was about 17 or 18, which would be right around then, 76. And it gives you all the, oh, look at, does she not remind you, this one here, of Stevie Nicks? It reminds me of Stevie Nicks. And I mean, these basic sweaters are still good. You can still wear those. Haha. Oh my goodness. You ready for a cute baby? Cute baby alert. Look at that little pumpkin. Oh my goodness. And I honestly, on the back cover, if you can look away from those for a minute, I really want to try making slippers. I don't really wear slippers, but I think if I made them, I would wear them. The thing I'm noticing with these leisure art inserts, leaflets, sorry, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the first 11 pages of every leaflet is the same instructions. I get it. What if somebody doesn't have any of the other leaflets? I get it. But even so, and even though it's one page here on this one, these are like little refrigerator magnets and stuff. The first entire page are the basics. Well, I guess it's right because, I mean, back then you couldn't just pop in the internet and find it. So I take it back. 1984. There's some cute ones on there. I really like the turkey. I almost said turtle. How do I look right at that and say turtle? Because I've been up since 2. That's why. All right. And then here's some pot holders. Now, these are really pretty. And I don't really use those pot holders. I use the glove ones. So I think these would be more hot plates. So I would make them double and I would put them on the table as hot plates. So I really like that. So that is that group. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That is that group of my books. And I do believe, honestly, swear to it, that this would be the last group. I didn't expect to find these in the mailbox, but I'm glad I did. So I have those. I like the idea of the wooden crates. See how they have the... I might have to use that for the fair. Okay, so I've been sharing with you guys. That I've been watching Art Junkie. And she's fun. We have a blast, right? So she has a book. And I wanted to make all of the granny squares that were in it. Now, she's done a few of them for the members only, where we did them together. But now for members only, she's moving on to something else. And I wanted to do all of the granny squares. So I found this book on Amazon. And you could spend as much as $35, which I didn't. I don't know if you know, but on Amazon, there's a thing where you can like buy used stuff as well. So I got this for $15. So plus with the credit card I have on file, it stores up points. And so let's see, this was $17 and then I had $13 in points. So I went ahead and I got it for like $4. Free shipping because it's Amazon and I have Prime. So I mean, it's got a lot of really cool stuff in here that I think I could really use. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, here, you can see it on the front, the one I wanted to show you. Look at that. So I think I could really up my crochet game a bit. 440 patterns for textures, shells, bobbles, lace, cables, chevrons, edgings, and granny squares. There we go. So, because I don't have enough crochet projects to do, I had to add that. I think right now I could lock myself in this room for the next 5 years and not do the same project twice because I have so many to do. But, I mean, if you don't try new projects, you don't know what you come out with. I am so in love with this bag. I mean, I like my other bags too, but this one. So I do have another purse where I cut the straps off and they're black. So I'm trying to find some material or some yarn that I can use that will be good for a bag. Oh, I don't think that's strong enough. But the handles are black. So I'm trying to find yarn that I have in here somewhere that would be strong enough for a bag, because you're going to pull on it, right? So I need it strong enough for a bag, but I need it to match black. I'm sure I have something in here. I'll go shopping in here later to find something. I just pulled one yarn off and 10 fell. It's my lot in life, is to catch yarn and put it back up here. Anyway, I'm having a blast with all of the projects that I'm doing. Trust me, I haven't forgotten about the projects from that one book. I do. Is that my hair? Oh no. Look it. I thought that was my hair sticking up. Wow. It's not. So anyway, I haven't forgot about those, but like I said, with my voice like this, I am not going to do those tutorials. So speaking of those, I have these hung up here to dry. I did these and I sprayed them with stiffening stuff. So I'm going to make some sort of, maybe I'll make them into Christmas ornaments or something. I don't know. I'll do something cute with them for my daughter. Maybe one for her and one for her husband. Who knows? I don't know what I'll do with them, but they're adorable. I could put his birth date on here. I don't know. I'm just talking. So, today are the Ides of March. A lot of people don't know what that is. I think it goes back to Julius Caesar when someone told him, beware of the Ides of March, which is the 15th. It's also my twin niece and nephew's birthday. Happy birthday, guys. They're not watching, but whatever. It's my neighbor's birthday. There's a lot of people that I know that are born today. A lot of people. But yeah, beware of the Ides of March. I believe that's the day Julius Caesar. I think it was the day he was killed. I don't know. But anyway, I remember from my Latin classes in high school, that might be the only thing I remember from my Latin classes, was that the Ides of March, he was told beware of the Ides of March. So speaking of beware, yesterday was so beautiful and today not so much. I think yesterday we hit like 72, 73. So my Fritzy and I, my pup, we were out in the yard. I did a lot of raking, a lot. Let's see if I can write down the time and I'll show you a picture of how much raking I did. Got a big old pile of stuff to burn. So what I did was I put the pile right down by the river. And then I'll burn it once it dries out a little bit. But there's a burn ban in New York State now until May 14th. Technically, it doesn't start until Saturday, tomorrow. But so I could burn it today. But two reasons why I'm not. One, it's raining, and two, it's too wet. So I would have to like pour something on it to get it to burn, and I don't want to. All I got to do is be patient. I'll leave it sit there for a while. It'll dry out, and then it'll burn up real quick because it's all just, dead wood, dead wood. So I got most of the yard cleaned up. I still have, well, I want to say I literally have half done. I still have the other half. But on the other half, there's this, I want to say it's about maybe 6 feet long, but it is about this big around. Huge, huge piece of wood. And I'm like, what am I going to do with that? I do have a little plug-in chainsaw. I just don't know if it'll cut through that. I've always wanted a real chainsaw, but I can't start them. I have such a hard time starting them. So I got myself an electric one. It might make it through, so I'll try. Worst comes to worst, it'll pull the chain off and I got to clean it anyway. So there's that. All of the trials and tribulations. I did get a little bit into my rugosa rose bushes. Man, those things are brutal. First of all, I was wearing sandals. So you got to be careful because you're going to step down, and what if a piece of the rose bush is laying there and you step on it, then So anyway, I didn't plan on working on the roses, so I wasn't dressed for it. I didn't have my long rose gloves on. I was just kind of raking in there. Knock on wood, I did not get myself hurt. But I did rake out some of the dead leaves and stuff. I noticed that a couple years ago when I cleaned at the base of the rose shrubs, because this is a 50-foot line of rugosa roses. So I noticed a couple years ago when I cleaned them out, they really, they exploded with blooms. Let me write this down again, and I will show you a picture. What did I just do with that pen? I will show you a picture of these roses. They're just amazing. And they come super early. I'm talking, they're there by Mother's Day, and I have roses through Halloween. I'm not exaggerating. They're beautiful. And when the wind blows, you could smell them. I'm so lucky. They were here when we bought this place. And excuse me, my neighbor on the other side is afraid to touch them, which I can't blame him. So I go around the other side and I'll trim them for him, because if not, they'd be taking over his yard. So if he ever wants to like mow, because here's the main shrub, right? And then it'll send out sprigs or sprouts. So he always asks me, is it okay if I mow? I'm like, dude, it's your yard. You can do what you want. I said, or I'm selling them on Marketplace. So they're about this tall and they're $10 a root. And every year I sell out. So $10 a root. And I told him, I said, if you want to dig them up, I'll give you, you can have the money for the ones you sell because they're on your property. They're yours. But he doesn't do it. So if I dig them up, I'm keeping the money. I told him that. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just too lazy. I said, okay. Just giving you the opportunity. So I'm about to put them up on Marketplace right now. The thing is, I keep trying to put the listing on and I keep getting an error. And I just don't want to deal with it right now. So I don't know. It is what it is. So I'm not going to be on here way too long because I got to get ready for the doctor, which is in about a half hour. So I've got to get this all uploaded and yada yada. I'm just looking around to make sure there's nothing else I forgot to mention to you guys. I don't think so. I think I got everything. So I'm going to go ahead and say, please, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Share it with anybody who likes to talk about whatever I talk about here. Subscribe if you haven't, and be creative. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Have a great Friday. Bye now.